20 years ago, I was in a conversation with Sam Gates, and he
Yeah.
was a state rep many, many years ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a U.S. rep. And at the time, the whole word was military conversion.
Yeah.
How do we take a fairly small state with a disproportionately high degree of defense-related employment? How do we convert that economic power into other purposes? And that was in the early 80s, and conversion has kind of dropped off the table. There's a real focus now on trying to save jobs for economic reasons, but people are still trapped in the military paradigm of saying, if this is our only way out of the hole, what does that mean for the point you just raised? So in the role of a senator, how would you try to mitigate these two powerful forces of trying to do the right job for defense, but also realizing that the old mode and the old way of depending so much on that kind of firepower is not the solution for jobs right now?
Well, I think, John, you have to have a transitional strategy. You have to understand that this is a time of transition. It's something in the private sector that we do all the time. You look at a division and you say, you know what, we're going to have to migrate to a new technology. We're going to have to change the way we're approaching business. Business does this all the time or it disappears. And so if you look at Connecticut, we have some tremendous strengths. Our current defense sector obviously is one, but we have some tremendous strengths. First of all, our people are tremendous. Right? We have, if you look per capita at the number of patents, at the intellectual property ownership, Connecticut always ranks among the top in this nation. We have smart, capable, hardworking people. Second, what we have is terrific institutions of higher education in this state that we can leverage off of. Third, we've got a great financial services industry. Recently, it's been pilloried, but if you look at Fairfield County, particularly lower Fairfield County, you literally have billions of dollars under management. The people at Greenwich Capital would be just as apt to invest those dollars here in Connecticut than somewhere else in the world, but you have to bring those ideas and those dollars together. My view, my vision for Connecticut involves the creation of high-tech corridors. There's no reason we shouldn't have the same as a Research Triangle or a Silicon Valley or a high-tech corridor in Boston. We can do it around Yale. We can do it around the University of Connecticut. We can do it around Eastern and Southern and Central. We can do it everywhere in this state. But you have to have a vision. When I try to talk with some of these political folks about private sector job creation, their eyes glaze over. They've never done it. It's like speaking Chinese to them. They don't understand it. And that's why we're in the situation we're in. We need to bring new leadership in. People who have leadership skills, people who created jobs, people who get the fact that even as Democrats, we all have to acknowledge the best social welfare program ever created is a good private sector job.